In 1958, NASA was created to begin the exploration of space. Although much of its focus was on going to the moon, there was a strong desire among both astronomers and space scientists to go to Mars, to see once and for all if there was any evidence of intelligent life there, hostile or otherwise. A bold plan was developed for a flyby of the planet. Such a mission would require technology that was either extremely new or even non-existent at the time. The Mariner mission to Mars was underway. After the failure of Mariner 3, Mariner 4 was launched in November 1964 and made its close approach to Mars on July the 15th, 1965, at a distance of 6,118 miles. Back on Earth, scientists waited for those first close-up pictures of the planet. What would they show? Huge cities connected by wide canals, or something even more amazing? Everyone held their breath as the pictures arrived. Finally, it showed a world that looked to them much like our moon, covered in impact craters and no visible signs of life. A dead world, far from the image created in their minds by decades of dreaming. Disappointment on the one hand, yet fascination on the other, it was clear the planet still had mysteries which needed to be solved. Life may still exist on Mars. Their work to explore the planet had just begun. In November 1971, Mariner 9 went into orbit around Mars, becoming the first spacecraft to orbit another planet. Its expressed purpose was to understand more about the surface, which was only hinted at with the fuzzy images produced by Mariner 4's flyby. Still, the onboard camera showed a cratered and barren landscape. Yet the discovery of the largest canyon in the solar system, Valles Marineris, was a highlight of the mission. The surface of the planet still remained a mystery, and the allure of the possibility of some form of life still remained. That began the development of the two Viking landers we talked about earlier. With an inconclusive search for life between the two landers, scientists on Earth had been learning what was necessary for any form of life to exist as we know it, and that was water. So the search for life became the search for water. In December 1996, a lander with a small robot rover landed on Mars. That was Pathfinder and its small Sojourner rover. Pathfinder was designed to study the Martian atmosphere, surface meteorology, surface geology, and study the composition of Martian rocks and soil, while the Sojourner rover deployed small experiments. With the success of Pathfinder and the engineering technology it demonstrated, it was time for a much more sophisticated exploration. Therefore, in July 2003, two robot rovers landed on Mars. Named Opportunity and Spirit, their success exceeded the wildest dreams of their developers, sending amazingly detailed images from the Martian surface. Designed to operate for only 90 days, Spirit lasted 9 years, and Opportunity lasted an amazing 15 years. Yet their search on the surface of Mars made it clear that a lot of water had once existed on the planet, making the possibility that life may have formed there in the past a real possibility, and provided the additional idea it could still exist today. Although it's known that water is frozen in the polar caps, it could still exist in other places. With even more advances in engineering, a new mission was created, called Curiosity. Landing in 2012, this rover is designed to search for microbial life with all the tools necessary to make very sophisticated measurements to help in the search for life on Mars. Its cameras are more sensitive and able to produce amazing panoramas, which give us the most detailed look at the planet's surface so far, like this one of Gale Crater. This is where the rover has been exploring since it landed. But we're far from done. Enter Perseverance, the size of a small car, to be launched this summer with an arrival at Mars in February of 2021. the mission takes the next step by not only seeking signs of habitable conditions on Mars in the ancient past, but also searching for signs of past microbial life. We now know there are no Martians poised to invade Earth, no princess of Mars living in an adventurous society on the planet Barsoom. So why do we keep going to Mars? Simply, aside from Earth, Mars is the most hospitable planet in the solar system. It provides a place where we can study to learn about the early Earth, to search for life, and perhaps one day provide a second home for mankind.